The ace game is upon us, and this is where the pressure really starts mounting. Who is going to be able to take this? Who is going to get those 50 euros in the spot in the 600 euro monthly finals? Spawning down in the bottom right hand position of Nimbus, the red Zerg representing Team Acer. It is Bly. And his opponent down to the lower left. The purple Zerg representing GGRU. It's Revolver. Game number 1, Bly was able to win with a lot of aggression. Game number 2, he wasn't able to win with that same aggression. Revolver defending it, deflecting it, doing a Roach Bane counter push, which was nearly thwarted by Mutalisks, but they weren't quite out in time. This game, though, neither player going for too much aggression early on. No sign of any spawning pools yet. Is it going to be hatch first? Of course, Nimbus is the map with a base in your base. They know where each other have spawned. They know they're in the close horizontals. Thanks to these overlords just bumping heads, taking a little peek at each other. Still waiting though. Hatch first, going to be coming down from both players as the drones merry their way up there. Still, both players. Slight advantage in these spawn positions for Revolver, and this is like really minor, but he scouts the fact that Bly has gone for a hatch first, whereas Bly doesn't actually have any information to know about that. It's so minor, the advantage though. Bly is going to chuck down the gas though. Waiting to see what he's got planned here. Hatch gas pool. This, if I'm not mistaken, was the same way that he opened in game number 1 on King Sejong Station. Meanwhile, Revolver, he went hatch pool gas. Means you'll get slightly earlier queen. Slightly later zergling speed. But this is different to how Revolver opened in game number 1. In game number 1, Revolver instead looked to go for gasless expansion. Maybe learning from that, wanting to be in a bit more of a defendable position. Both players on a pretty similar track at the moment. Bly able to sneak just one more drone out fractionally earlier. Again, minor differences. So minor differences can start making big differences as the game goes on. Waiting to see what's done with Bly's gas. Okay, so he starts up speed, but still keeps 3 in the extractor. What is Revolver going to do? Of course, keeping the 3 drones in the gas suggests that it will be some Zergling Baneling play. Some Speedling Baneling. A lot of fun there. Revolver starts up speed, also keeps 3 drones in gas. Making sure that he will be safer, he doesn't get caught off guard. Bly is able to get himself about a 20-second advantage on Zergling speed. He's also packed up quite a bit of gas here, but hasn't yet started a Baneling nest. I'm curious to see what Bly's going to do with that. Queen now wandering on forward. There we go. There's the... Actually, no, it's the Baneling nest for Revolver. Bly's not going... There we go. Okay, so he is going for it just a little bit later. Overlords. Going to be very important here. Revolver's got good vision. Bly has also got good vision, just chilling down here. We'll be able to see anything that comes out of the other's base. Who's going to be aggressive? Well, I suspect it's going to be Bly, as he is banking up quite a few lings, but then so is Revolver. Both of these two planning on getting a little bit heavy-handed with the other. Doesn't want this game going on too much longer. It'll be interesting to see what is going to happen here. More lings coming through. Defensive Spine Crawler also on its way. A lot of defensive Banelings right now for Revolver. He's still got more actual just speedlings here. Speed kicks in fractionally quicker for Bly, who doesn't manage to kill a drone. Is coming back. Will now get a drone. Could actually end up getting 2. Loses a couple of lings in the process. A lot of defensive Banelings are here. It's going to be very difficult to try and dodge all of them. But he manages to actually trade 1 ling. Oh, sorry, 2 lings for a Baneling. That's a nice little trade. Revolver rallying a lot of units across. This is very aggressive times. Bly, does he have enough to defend this? He has 2 defensive Banelings and a Spine on its way. Bly, need to be careful. Relatively good Baneling hit there. That took down a couple of lings, but not that many. Another Baneling coming on up in. Both sides frantically morphing. This is going to be a tense, micro-intensive battle. Who can get the better Baneling hits? In come the Waddle. Waddling forward now from Revolver. He wants to get some of those drones. The splits are good. The takedowns are nice. Some drones already starting to fall. 4 workers killed compared to 1 of Bly. Bly, though, did sneak a few more drones, so he's only down by a couple at the moment. Bly using his defensive banelings nicely, but spending a lot of gas in the process. Revolver probably would have hoped for a bit more damage there, and he's going to go for it. 32 more lings coming through, and Bly's just gone for a 12 drone wave. Wow, Bly. That was aggressive. Or very passive, actually. That was very, very brave. He's going to see this coming through, but he's not going to have any lava for a long time. This is going to hurt. Bly is only just injected his natural. He's only on... He does have 2 queens. They're going to come and block this off, but it's going to be so tough to do. So many speedlings coming. Revolver, if he doesn't do a lot of damage here, he's down by a lot of workers at the moment. The queens trying to come back. A couple of banelings connecting through. Still the lings attempting to go forward. A few more nice baneling hits. Revolver, though, morphing in 7 banelings of his own. Good transfuse on that queen. Buys some more time. All we know is that it's going to be close. It looks like Revolver has to pull on back. I don't believe his banelings are going to be able to get through here. He could, but he'd have to punch them all onto those queens. More lings, though, are coming across at the moment. Will it be enough? The banelings detonate onto the queens, but there's more defensive banelings. Bly's able to take the connections. They're good. Only a couple of lings still remain on the field, but the queens taking substantial damage. Bly trying to go up into that spire, but no. He's only got... Actually, no, he's up to 3 queens. He needs to pull some more over here. As more speedlings are coming across. His overlords, of course, can see this. But unfortunately, he's only got 2 queens now. And they're not in the right position. Another spine trying to come on by. One lone baneling tries to make advances, but isn't able to get on his way through. Revolver continuing the production of more speedlings. Playing the game that Bly went for in game number 1. Bly now morphing in a couple of defensive banelings. Trying to buy time. Trying to keep these lings around the spine. To give his spine caller more time to get damage down. It will unfortunately fall. A couple of banelings morphing in for Revolver as well. This... It's going to be 2v2. Baneling hits coming on both sides. More spines coming across the spire. Not yet done. If the spire gets out, Bly will get himself into a strong position. Nice takedown of a couple more drones. 8 have been killed in total by Revolver so far. More lings coming on forward. More banelings morphing in. The lings being split to both bases. This is the most efficient way to pick up some drones. Going to force the defensive Zerglings and banelings to be in 2 places at once. The queen up at the natural base taken down. The drone's getting in on this fight as well. The spire is now finished. Bly, he needs to make some Zerglings, but he needs these defensive banelings if he's going to be able to hold this for long. Tries to connect Revolver. Losing some more of his Zerglings. There's some of the Mutalisks trickling through. Bly has now started to take the advantage. He's just going to buy a bit more time for those Mutas. Needs a couple more banelings if he could. He's lost 12 drones now, but he's still up by 5. Revolver has not done enough damage. Bly has had a bit of a miracle hold right now. Doing such an amazingly good job defending this. A lot of lings coming on through. A couple of defensive banelings. Bly does not want to get a bad connection here. The spine's going to help, but the Mutalisks now on the field. 1 baneling detonates, but what is the response to these mutas? The baneling's getting taken down. There is no lair over on the side of Revolver. Revolver does not have any spores. And while the spores will buy him time, Bly is still up by 4 workers. He's got the map control back. He's going to start chipping away at these lings. Any banelings could get sniped down easily and quickly. A couple of lings fighting there. A couple of banelings coming on over. That could be massive hits, but doesn't manage to get them on there. The lings, though, still going to start trickling down to the sustained damage of these Mutalisks. Revolver behind, trying to add in a couple more drones. But is it going to be enough? Spore Crawlers attempting to get made, but already the Mutalisks racking up quite a nice bit of damage. Bly moving in with some lings of his own. Are there any defensive units on the ground? Only the queens. The Spore Crawler going to get targeted. If that goes down, which I think it will at this stage, it's not going to be too much help. That means a lot of these drones at the main base going to get taken down. The queen being focused, it dies quickly. There's the GG, and Bly is able to take this series 2-1. He takes the €50 and the spot in the €600 monthly finals.